That building was as loud as I've ever heard it. People were so happy to see the Warriors become a factor. And it was really a movement at that time.
It was just a crazy experience to think that really we made it to the second round, and it's still something that's talked about 10 years later. I think we really captured the imagination of the NBA, and we made history.
After an average start to the season, we ended the regular season winning 16 of our final 21 games. No one thought we can do it, but we proved them all wrong and captured the 8th spot in the playoffs. The first playoff berth in 13 years.
We need to win, I think maybe 17 games to get ourselves in position for a playoff with a run. And I'll never forget Matt Barnes, Baron Davis, and Steven Jackson. They were at the back of the plane talking about what they need to do to try and make this run.
We had to really scratch and claw to get ourselves in the playoffs, and we instantly all became family. It was just a band of brothers, on and off the court.
They pulled themselves together, pulled a team together, and we went on this incredible run to get into the position to make the 8th spot and then eventually shock the world.
Our victory over the Trailblazers in the final regular season game propelled us to the first round of the NBA playoffs, where we are set to play the heavily favored #1 seed Dallas Mavericks.
The Warriors, they got into the playoffs, and they were playing Dallas Mavericks, who were 67-15 with the best record in the league.
Nowitzki at 3, and he buries it.
Now he said, we're going to beat Dallas. And that's the first thing he said. And he bought into it, and we went in there and got game 1. And after that, we were rolling.
Baron Davis launches a 3. Got it, Baron Davis. How did he do that?
You saw all this emotion come out of them in one particular playoff series, and you felt it, you saw it. It was a movement.
Nelly views someone's strength and make it a weakness. He put a smaller man on Dirk Nowitzki, and the Warriors disrupted their whole offense.
I think it was the key for Nelly to realize that we can affect Dirk by putting smaller players on him was the key to the series.
Going into Game 6, we were up 3-2, with our fans rallying behind us. We were ready to make history and celebrate the team's first playoff victory in 15 years.
My favorite memory was in the 6th game when we beat them by 20 points at our place.
It was a series where we came into a lot of confidence just because we played them so well in the regular season, and we knew we could beat them. The fans were just incredible.
Barnes gets into the paint, dunks it. I don't believe my eyes.
It was something I'll never forget. People are standing and chanting and cheering. Still giving me goosebumps to this day just thinking about it.
We figured that would be a dogfight, a real close game, and we broke on top, and we stayed there the entire game.
The Golden State Warriors with their first playoff win in 15 years on the home floor.
That team really took pride in not only winning for ourselves and the organization, but winning for the city.
Dropping Barnes for 3.
The fans really gave that "We Believe" slogan substance. The way they wore their shirts and the way they really cheered with a lot of pride, and they were proud of the team.
Doubling Baron. Beatrice inside. He dumps it down and draws the foul. Oh, my word.
It really was special because for so many years they hadn't made the playoffs there, and to be able to have success, make the playoffs, and then beat the #1 team in a 7-game series, I don't think it had ever been done before.
They still say that was the loudest crowd they've ever heard in Oracle was during that 2007 playoff run. So we always wanted to thank them and go out there and play our hardest for them. And we did that.